Hello Cancer, how are you doing? I am a fellow Cancer, so I'm betting you guys are doing something like I'm doing. So we're going to do your weekly messages. I'm not assigning dates to these because I'm going to start staggering them throughout the week, okay? So I'm just going to call them the weekly messages. I want to know what's going to be coming through for Cancer this week. While I'm shuffling, I just want to remind you that if you're interested in a personal reading or healing session, you can schedule that on my website, which is IamEmilyGear.com. And also, please hit subscribe and like on this video because that definitely helps it to be seen by others who are searching. So, what is coming up for you this week, Cancer? I just had 2 cards pop. I just want to get a couple more here. Let's get some clarifiers on these 2 cards, please. All right. So what we have here is the Lovers with the Knight of Cups. Okay. I'm trying to think about this from a lot of different angles because I really hate to put the expectation of some kind of romantic, let's be honest, this really looks like somebody coming to you to express a sense of caring or a sense of some kind of emotional thing. Okay, this really looks like that. You could apply it to a business or job or like creative project or something, but with the Lovers, it truly can be about a choice, but more often than, honestly, it does come in for relationships a lot because it's literally called the Lovers. Like, obviously that's going to pop for relationships. The Knight of Cups is here because I feel a sense of yearning between these 2 people. It could be romantic, or it could be like the sense of knowing that you need to communicate something to each other. Like, let's say something happened, like there was a misunderstanding at work and you have a coworker that it's like just a touch weird with because you need to apologize for something, or you need to like bring something out in the open. And you want to. It's not even just a need. It's not even just wanting to like clear the air. It's that you want to because you care about this person on some level. So we do feel like there is it's the Knight of Cups, but I feel like it is communication. I don't feel like it's necessarily an offer of any type, but it could be an offer. It feels to me like there is some communication between you and someone else who is important to you. And I do feel this sense of like needing to clear the air or needing to be clear about something, clarity, clearing air. That's like the feeling that I'm getting here. And the World has popped up with this, so I almost feel like it's like one of those situations where through whatever difficulty, misunderstanding, or need to communicate this, that it will actually bring you to a greater, not only will it clarify this particular situation, but will bring you to a greater sense of understanding of each other as human beings. And if it's not a relationship that we're talking about, if it is work, then it will bring you a greater sense of feeling of like fitting in, of having a place, okay? All right, let's see what else wants to come out here. What else wants to come out for Cancer? Cancer for this coming week, please. Oh, that's a lot of cards that just flipped to the middle of this deck. I'm going to... That's too many. I'm going to continue shuffling. All right, let's get some more cards, please, for Cancer for this week. they're not popping. So they must want me to just talk about this card, which is the Seven of Swords coming up for you. And I do feel like this is that unspoken thing. This is like that silent grudge or that silent insult. I'm trying to feel into what this could be. It could even be a fear. But this is laying beneath something, and it is, I do get this feeling that it could, if not uncovered soon, create some sort of sabotage in this environment, in this situation. And I don't mean sabotage like somebody's going in and trying to sabotage, but it's like, it's this negative energy that's sort of trapped in there, and you definitely want to release it in some way so that it does not sabotage your efforts. All right, let's get some more info on that. Okay. I feel like you might have gotten a little complacent with something. Here we have the Four of Cups coming up, and it relates back to whatever it is we're talking about. It might be that you or someone or an organization, relationship, job, employer, family member, anything, might have gotten a bit complacent in the sense that they are not necessarily communicating with you on an emotional level in the way that maybe they once did, or that you're feeling the need for, that this has helped to create this sort of silent resentment. Now there is an opportunity coming in here with this Ace of Pentacles. It's an opportunity to begin again and to get off on, to sort of start off on the right foot. Again, and I just feel like if this communication does not happen, that it okay. The next two cards I got are the Eight of Rods with the Ten of Cups. Or wait, is that Ten of Cups? No, Ten of Pentacles. And so I'm feeling like it's not that all is lost if this communication does not happen this week, but it will certainly move you forward in a lot quicker direction, or a lot quicker speed. Okay, we're here with the 8, but this is also about communication, and it helps to create a really important stability that maybe you haven't had in the past. Okay, so it might actually, for some of you, you're going to be able to stabilize your position at work somehow. Like maybe you've been overlooked. I'm feeling like somebody might have been overlooked for a promotion or overlooked for something that they did. You may be that person, or you may be the person who either intentionally or unintentionally overlooked someone else. But it's almost like that air needs to be cleared in order to make sure that there's not this thing kind of sitting in there between you. This absolutely could be a relationship where something was misinterpreted, misunderstood, or somebody accidentally forgot something and then, injured the other party in some way. You did something to offend your mother. I don't even know. Like, for some reason, I'm getting this vibe of like offense, and I think it's this, especially this with the Seven of Swords here. It's like the sense of something distasteful that is happening underneath or in the dark somehow. Okay, this distasteful energy lodging itself in the subconscious. And I don't want to make anybody concerned. It's obviously easy to rectify, but it might be that you need to have that conversation this week. And if you do, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about stability and fulfillment and strength and legacy, strength of bonds, and strength of relationship, or strength of bank account, or strength of legacy is the word that always comes up for me with that card. So maybe you're solidifying your place in the company. Maybe you're solidifying your role as a creative, a creative powerhouse with a publisher. Or I'm just getting all these scenarios coming in. So let's see what else wants to come out for Cancer. Okay, so Judgment and Strength have come out, and I think seeing this, it might be you that needs to make this step forward, this communication with the person. On the other hand, it could be that you're being asked to kind of, I heard overlook it. It's almost like you're being asked to be I don't want to say be the bigger person, because that's some like old programming shit right there, but it's like you're being asked to look within to see your own value and your own strength, and that this is a new pattern for you, because your old patterning, and actually you should watch the energy update that I just posted a little bit ago, because this includes some information about that. But the old patterning is basically trying to look outside yourself for validation, when the strength is within. It's a change in it's also a change in your perception of what it means to be strong. And so maybe it's not your fault. Maybe somebody else did something to you, but you are the one who breaks the silence. I just feel this sense of a desire for a reconciliation of some sort, and yet there are really no cards about anybody being afraid to cross that line, okay? But I still feel this sense of somebody is sort of waiting for this to come through, whether it's you or the other person. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come out. Okay, yeah, I think I just said reconciliation. This is a card for reconciliation, the Six of Cups. And so it's like common ground, coming to common ground, coming to this sense of, these are people who care about each other, or somebody who cares about you, or you care about them, or a company that cares about you and values you. In some way you are valued and loved, in whatever way is appropriate for the situation. And so this reconciliation is important to them, and it is achieved through the communication. Okay, so if you just think about which side of that you feel like you're on, if this is resonating with you, and there's a chance that you will need to initiate it. Let's see advice. Let's see, actually, I'm going to go with the Oracle cards and get some advice here for you, Cancer. Gosh, they really want me to take this bottom set. Okay. Sorry, I'm making a mess. Okay. I need some advice for Cancer, please, to close this reading up. Okay, first one, comfort. I am with you. This is Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Okay, so it could be that some pain was inflicted in some way. I am feeling definitely, especially if this is a business thing for you or work thing for you, that there might be a little bit of a sense of feeling inadequate or not good enough, like I was passed over for this, maybe I'm not good enough. And this is just saying that it's okay to feel like that. We need to see our value from the inside and not look for the validation on the outside. But the fact that we feel that way is okay, and we need to be okay with that. Next, I got write with Thoth, and writing is clearly all about communication, and so it absolutely could be that this can take place through writing and expressing. And it could be that it doesn't need to actually reach the other person. Maybe this is about journaling. Maybe this is about getting it out and closing the cycle with yourself, within yourself. Artistic expression. That goes right along with the writing. Maybe it's not writing, maybe it's art. Maybe it's drawing. What else do we have for Cancer before we close up the read? Favorable outcome. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to the situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me to trust and have faith. And so that is definitely, obviously, a positive. I think that this is a very somewhat straightforward situation for you coming up this week. Just know that it relies on your ability to clearly communicate your needs, or communicate on an emotional level with this Knight of Cups here with anybody that that might be needing to hear from you, and or to accept graciously any communication that might need to take place if someone else brings that to you. We're gonna go ahead and do the extended reading, look directly into relationships for Cancer, and then do an energy healing for Cancer in the extended read on Vimeo. The link is in the description box below. If this is where I leave you this week, then I will see you next week. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit like. And I appreciate all you guys. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.